So this question is asking us to enlarge the triangle by a scale factor of -1/2. So this question is about negative enlargements, which basically means that if I've got a point, a centre, so I've got a shape here, if I've got a centre of enlargement, then usually we'd be going in the positive direction. But in this case they want us to go in the negative direction. So from our centre it means we've got to create our ray lines, our construction lines, in the opposite direction. So the first thing we need to do is mark on the centre. So they're giving us the centre as 0, -2, which is going to be this point here. We then need to draw our construction lines on for the centre of enlargement to go through that point by choosing the vertices and being really careful about our accuracy. So we're drawing our construction lines through the centre in the opposite direction to the positive. Okay, so basically then we've got our construction lines, so what we need to do now is recognise what the scale factor of -1/2 does. The negative does the opposite direction from the centre, the half now tells us to halve the distances that were originally going from there. So to get to this vertex here, we had to go across 2 and up 4, so in the opposite direction we're going to halve that, so we're going to go across 1 and down 2. So this vertex has moved to this point here. To get to this vertex here, we had to go across 2 and up 6. So here we're going to go across 1 and down 3. And to get to here, we had to go across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares, and we had to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So halving that means we're going to go back 3. So 1, 2, 3, and we're going to come down 2 1/2. So 1, 2 1/2. And as always, our new points must be on the construction lines, so that's one way of checking that you've actually done it correctly. And what you should find with a negative enlargement is that the shape is obviously half the size because of the scale factor of 1/2, but it's actually facing in the opposite direction, it's been flipped over. So that's an example of how to do a negative enlargement of scale factor -1/2.